What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Duels Down Under. This is the first What's in the Mail this week that we've seen for quite a while. I realise it's been a minute since I've shown you what's in my mail, so I thought why not bring you another episode of one of the channel's most famous video series. Don't forget, if you haven't already, check out my last OTS Pack 13 opening video. It was absolutely fucking amazing. Go and check that out. I will leave a link in a card in the top right hand side. If you haven't seen any of these What's in the Mail this week, basically I buy a lot of cards, and I buy a lot of cards from guys I know from the Facebook groups. So what I do in this, rather than just shouting out stores and leaving those links in the comment section down below, I actually shout these guys out and leave links to all of their Facebook pages down below in the description. What I'm trying to do is to build a Yu-Gi-Oh community within Australia where we're all getting our cards from each other. Don't forget, if you aren't in Australia and can't access these pages and you want any of the cards that you see, feel free to use the TCG player link that I have in the description down below. Any support that you can give the channel is 100% appreciated. So the first piece of mail that we've got today is from Aaron. I know this has been sitting around for quite some time. I'm going to get our trusty knife out so we can cut through the tape on this top loader and we will see what is inside. Let me know in the comments down below, guys, what have you been opening in the mail? I know a couple of formats have passed since I've pretty much done one of these videos. So what have you been buying? Have you been buying collectibles? We know that the collectible market has gone up astronomically. So have you been buying collectibles or have you been buying meta cards? So first off, we have a playset of Mega Pack 2020 Crackdowns. I wasn't lucky enough to pull too many of these in my own case that I opened, so I went ahead and decided to buy some of these. They look really good. Huge shout out to Aaron for getting me these. The next one, my good mate Wes on the north side of Brizzy, not too far away. Get into the scissors and we can cut this open. I don't want to give too much away. There's another top loader in here. We've got a couple of top loaders. I have to give a huge shout out to everyone who sends these cards so well packed. Not only are they sent in top loaders, but the top of those top loaders are taped up nicely to stop any water getting in. So thank you so much for taking so much care. You would think by now that this would be the standard practice, but there are still people out there who are sending cards in the mail without any protection. Not the greatest idea if you ask me. So this first top loader, we have, I believe it is 3 copies of Artillery Catapult Turtle. I'm big on this card. I really feel like that with all of the new Gaia support that someone will find a way to make this card relevant in an upcoming format. We also know that we're getting a couple of new archetypes in the future. Fingers crossed one of those will be what puts that Artillery Catapult Turtle on the map. If you haven't got yours, it's one that I'd be picking up right now. All right, second one. Boom. One of my favorite cards out of the latest few sets, guys. Straight from Eternity Code, we have the Ravenous Crocodile Archithis. I'm going to have to count up how many of these I've got now because the count is quite high. Wowee. That's amazing. Thank you so much for that, Wes. That is pretty awesome. Let's get into the next one. But let's go in for the big reveal. We'll cut that tape with our knife. There we go. I hope you've noticed that having this knife here makes everything so much easier. So we've got 2 cards. Gishki Photo Mirror. Once the Gishki Gustkraken got released off of the last Forbidden and Limited list, I thought, why not give a hand bloop deck a try? I am really big on the Megalith archetype, so I feel like that now that I have this card, I'm waiting for my Gustkrakens to turn up, and I'll be able to put the Megalith hand loop deck to the test. I am going to put a deck profile for that online once it is finished. Let's get this video to 15 likes and I'll make that happen sooner rather than later. Now this next one is fresh from International Mail. I believe it is from Italy, yes. So we are going to crack into this. I do love foreign cards. Anyone who knows me, whether it's online as Duels Down Under or in person, you will know that I am really, really bullish on foreign cards. They are wrapped up nicely. I don't think there's a top loader in there. It came a long way to not be sent in a top loader. Alright, well, we have 2 Pokemon codes. If you are into the Pokemon card game, feel free to have a crack at those. There are 2 of them. There's another one. I don't know if they've been used. If they haven't, well done. You've just scored yourself some online packs. So here we go. Not only did my photo mirrors show up, but my Gust Krakens showed up as well. It seems to me that I have a few more than 3 copies here. I have 5 copies, which is fantastic. I believe the deck uses 1 or 2, but I just wanted to make sure that I had a few there to make sure the deck would be sorted out. I can't wait to get that profile live. Guys, remember, get this video to 15 likes and I will get that profile with the combos up nice and quickly. If you haven't already, go and check out the Dragon Maid deck profile that I've put up. I believe the next profile that I am going to check out is a 10-year deck profile. Since everything has been reprinted in the Mega Packs, the Mega Tins, it is the cheapest deck and it is a fairly good deck as well. So feel free to hit that like button if you're keen to see that deck profile, but go and check out the Dragon Maid profile that is already live. So the next one here, we have a Predaplant Chimera Rafflesia. This is definitely one of my favorite fusion monsters. We have a ultra rare Boot Sector launch and a German copy of Preparation of Rites. Let's try and get that focused in nicely there. That looks really good in German. Alright, we have another card sleeve here. Let's go. We have a copy of Carbonetin, Prankid Roxys, 2 copies of Prankid. We have the playset of Prankid Roxys. The new Prankid Link 1 monster is coming out very soon, fingers crossed. Oh, we have another 2 copies of Carbonetin to finish that off. One of those great dinosaur plays. Remember, the Link 1 for the Prankids is coming out, I believe, in Phantom Rage. So make sure that you are all over any kind of Prankids deck you want to play. So yeah, I believe they just turn into a 1-card combo when that is actually released. So this one here is from Cam Clear. I do know that he is a recent subscriber to the channel, so thank you so much for that, Cam. All right, in this one here we have one of the amazing Fire Warriors getting around. Oh, 2 copies of Genbar, the Secret 6 Samurai Genbar, one of those amazing Fire level 2 warrior tuners. Excellent target off of both Isolde and Halifibrax, should that be the way you want to go. And a copy of Infernoble Arms Durendal. This one is pretty good. It lets you search out a level 5 or lower Fire Warrior. Good way to get your hands on Fireflint Lady if you haven't got access to her already. Don't forget to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you aren't already subscribed to the channel. We're going to get this knife out, cut this top loader open and see what the next piece of mail is. We have a Pinpoint Landing. I'm up in the air about this card. I really feel like because it is a continuous spell card that it can easily be gotten rid of, but I feel like that anything that will let you draw 1 card off of an opponent's special summon is pretty good. So I've picked up a copy of that. I think that actually completes my playset now, so I probably won't have to go too hard in on any more of those. Now I can see by the postcode on this one that it is from somewhere in Queensland, but I cannot say who it's from because there is no name. But we are going to cut into the top loader to see what we have. Again, another really well packaged piece of mail. Super impressed with all of the awesome stuff that I'm seeing from the sellers on Facebook and eBay lately. Also, we have a copy of Planet Pathfinder. We have a playset. That's pretty good. A little bit of edgeware on those, but for cards that are so old, they are in pretty decent condition. Definitely a great way to search out any field spell that you are looking to get your hands on. We have a couple left. Crack into the second last one. I believe this one was a purchase from eBay. We'll try and crack into this somehow. I may need to cut across here. Try not to give too much away. Here we go. We are looking at a ultra rare copy of Blue Eyes Alternative White Dragon. I've never put together a Blue Eyes deck, and I thought maybe it's about time that I did put one of those legacy decks together, and I believe Blue Eyes will be it. I'm a huge fan of the character Kyber. So this final one is from Trent Graham. Trent has started up his own sales page. It is called Collector Maniacs, and I will do my best to remember to put a link to that page in the description down below. Trent deals with not only Yu-Gi-Oh! TCG, but many of the other TCGs such as Dragon Ball Super. And with that being said, I feel like these cards are a bit big for Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards, so we are going to have a look at some Dragon Ball Super cards. So let's have a look at these. Now the artwork on these is absolutely stunning. I'm just going to use these for some field centers. I'm not into the Dragon Ball Super card game, but I think these will be amazing field centers. Wow, look at that. That's pretty good. Excellent work. And finally, we do have a packet of sleeves here as well. They look pretty rad. I like anything with the Millennium Eye on it. That is pretty decent. I just want to say a massive thank you to everyone who I've bought from this week. Without you guys and the other amazing sellers across every platform that I buy from, these videos would not be possible. Getting these cards to me in tip-top condition is something that I find extremely important, and you guys managed to do it week in, week out. Thank you so much. Don't forget, if you are looking for any of these cards and you are not in any of the Facebook groups, you can head down to the description section. You can use my TCG player link if you're not in Australia, but if you are in Australia, make sure you're checking out the Facebook groups to hit up these awesome sellers. Chances are, if I was able to buy these cards, they've probably got a few more laying around. Thank you so much. I'll see you in the next video.